Hello everybody. So today is World Mental Health Day, and I was inspired a couple of weeks ago by a good friend, Jemima Sara, who sat down and worked through one of the things that she does and a technique she uses when she's a little bit overwhelmed and wants to take care of herself and do some good mental health practice. And with it being Mental Health Day and World Mental Health Day today, I thought I would share some of the things that I do. There are two techniques that I use. I'm not a mental health practitioner. I'm somebody who just has to deal with the brain all day, every day, like everybody else. But I thought, because I was so inspired by Jemima, that I would share it as well. So I've got two techniques for you on World Mental Health Day and for every other day. For when you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed and everything's kind of getting to you and you're feeling a little bit panicky. And they're both based in breathing. Because I read somewhere a while ago that there's something about when you're feeling overwhelmed and panicky and that sort of freak is setting in, it's because you're not breathing properly, and so your brain's starving itself of oxygen and it's panicking, and then you're not breathing because you're panicking, and horrible cycle. So always remember to breathe when you're in that situation. And that's very much where I start. I start by breathing. And one of the techniques that I use, which was given to me by a friend a good few years ago, which is always my default whenever anything is getting a little bit too stressful. And that technique is you take a big deep breath in for 5 seconds and big deep breath out for 5 seconds. And what you do is, in that deep breath in, you in your mind gather up everything that is concerning you, everything that you're having to deal with, everything. You just gather it all up and you hold it there, and as you release your breath, you just let it go. You just drop it. You drop everything. And usually I have to do this a couple of times to feel like I've truly dropped everything, but you drop everything, and the idea is that you then have everything in front of you that you can then pick up in a more manageable way, rather than just be overwhelmed by everything. So that's the first place that I ever start when I'm a little bit stressed or having a bit of a day, is I breathe in and I gather everything up, and then I let it go as I breathe out, and so I can start again rather than drown under the mountain of stuff. If that's not worked particularly well, or if I'm still feeling a little bit concerned, the second thing I do, and I do this often, it's, I think I did get this from a mental health practitioner, but what I do is I use a grounding technique. I think that's what it's called anyway. And what you do is you use your 5 senses and you use the number 5. And what you do is you say, okay, you pick a sense, say for example, smell, and you find one thing that you can smell. So right now I'm sat by a fish and chip shop, so I can smell fish and chips. Then you pick the number 2 and you pick another sense. So hearing, what are 2 things that I can hear? I can hear the extractor fan from the fish and chip shop, and I can hear birds in the background. Then you go to number 3 and you pick another sense, for example, taste. It's easier to start with taste, but if you're feeling like you want a challenge, put taste right at the end. So I can taste my own spit, I can taste grapes that I had about 5 minutes ago, and if I had a drink, I could taste whatever that drink was. Then number 4, something that you can touch. So 4 things that you can touch. So I can touch my face, I can touch this nice cushy jumper that I'm wearing, I can touch this piece of wood that's next to me, and I can touch the jeans of my trousers. And then number 5, what are 5 things that you can do in the other sense? See. So I can see the sky, I can see my phone and my own face, which is a bit weird. I can see some plants. So that's 3 things. I can see some houses over there, and I can see a bug that's flying around me. Fantastic. So usually these things help you, at least with me, they help me very much chill and feel part of my own body, and not like I'm sort of floating around panicking, and that's not really fun. But yeah, I thought I'd share those If you're suffering, if you're feeling more like it doesn't work and you need help, there is no shame, just go and ask. There are plenty of options for everybody, and everybody should be taking care of their mental health. But these are 2 ways in which I do it often. So happy World Mental Health Day, happy Saturday, and I hope you have an amazing day or evening or wherever you are watching this, and I hope that you take care of yourself. And thank you, Jemima, for inspiring me to do this. So yeah, thank you guys, and have an amazing day. Love you. Bye. How do I turn this off? Ooh, end. Bye.